All right, my next question comes from Joe Northup. He asked me who my toughest opponents were inside and outside the cage. That's a tough one, okay? Because I just want to make sure I'm clear, because I wanted to define the word tough, okay? You gotta know what my opinion of tough is, because I fought a lot of tough guys. I fought Roger Herta, I fought Jeff Curran, I fought Phil Johns, I fought Eddie Wineland. I fought a lot of tough guys, okay? But my definition of tough is not how many fights you win. You could never win a MMA fight or a street fight, and you could be the toughest dude on the planet, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, tough is how much punishment you can take and keep coming back for more. So, that's my definition of tough. If you're tough, you can take a serious ass whooping and you just keep coming back. It's like you're the Terminator. Okay, so that's my definition of tough. It's tough to pick just one. It really is. I fought 60 MMA fights, and there was a lot of tough dudes that I fought. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably have to pick Donnie Walker. Donnie Walker is from Mentor, Ohio. He trains at Griffin Roll under Jason Dent. I believe he's a Mentor police officer too, actually, if you can believe that. Super cool dude. I like him. He was probably my toughest fighter. I'm going to end up showing you this video eventually. I'm going to post it. The only ones that think he won the fight is his coach, him, and his team. I don't even know if Donnie really believes he won that fight. I beat the bullshit out of him. I swear to God, the only thing I could have did more than what I did to him was stop his heartbeat. I had him in triangles. I had him bleeding. He just doesn't quit, and he's hard to choke, okay? He's just hard to finish, man. I had him in arm bars. I was taking him down. I was punching. I was kicking him. I was beating the shit out of that fucking dude. I don't know how the hell I lost the fight. The judges, one judge scored it 30-28, which means I won every round. And then the other two judges scored it 29-28, okay, which means I only won one round and he won 2 rounds. Fucking bullshit. I fucked him up. I beat his fucking ass, dude. Beat his fucking ass. There's no way he won that fight. Fucking bullshit. I beat the shit out of him. But Donnie Walker, he's definitely probably the toughest dude I ever fought, because I threw everything fucking but the kitchen sink at that motherfucker, and he would just keep going, man. And that was his history too. Like, he fought other dudes. He was just always coming back. He was in a pretty epic fight in Erie, Pennsylvania. I didn't go to it because I'm not allowed to go to them fights. They banned me from going to the fights in Erie. But he was, I don't know who he fought, but there was some epic fight. I think he won, but there was just blood everywhere. He was bleeding, the other dude's bleeding. Again, it was a bloodbath, man. It was like a horror movie. So Donnie Walker, super, super duper tough dude for sure. If I had to pick one, Donnie Walker is probably the toughest dude I ever fought. Outside the cage, man, this is going to be kind of a joke at first, but I got to say, outside the cage, my toughest opponent is the legal system. The fucking legal system is so fucking fucked up and corrupt and bullshit. They beat people up every day. They beat innocent people up daily in the court of law. But I had to throw that one in there. So my toughest opponent outside the cage is definitely the legal system. But as far as people, I wish I remembered this dude's name. If I had this dude's phone number, I would have called him and asked him what his name was, but I don't have his phone number. But there's a lot of people that saw this fight. This street fight happened in 11th or 12th grade. I went to General McLean High School, and on the weekends we would always hang out at this outside this pizza place downtown called John Wildwood's. This dude that I got in a street fight with, I can't remember his name, but I believe he went to Cathedral Prep. he was hanging out with a friend of mine, Chucky Bizarro. Okay, if anybody knows Chucky Bizarro, ask him. He'll vouch for this because this story is hard to believe. So there's lots of witnesses. There was probably 20 people at this fight. I know for sure Chucky was at the fight. Okay, me and him actually just talked about this fight early last year. We were talking about this fight. So this dude, I can't remember his name. Super tough dude. I think he was fucking with somebody. He was picking on somebody. And I was standing by and I was like, dude, what the fuck's your problem? You know, like, why are you picking on him? And, you know, he said some shit to me. I was like, dude, I'll beat your fucking ass, pussy, blah, 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 whatever. And, you know, he wasn't, you know, usually when I do that, people just shut the fuck up and back down. But he's like, fuck you, you know what I mean? You know, you want to go? And I was like, yeah, we can go. Let's do this. So I'm like, I know where we can go. I don't know why we chose this spot because I don't know how we didn't get busted. Okay, but we drove from the pizza shop down to anybody that's from Embro. There's a lake out in Embro called Embro Lake, and there's like these cottages and stuff on the lake. And there was this playground down there. There's this big playground down there. I'm like, let's go meet at this playground. So we all go down there, you know, everyone jumps in the car. When there's going to be a fight, you know how that goes when you're kids, man. Everybody's jumping in the car and going. So I don't know how no one called the cops. I'm not too sure what year it was. I know it wasn't snowing and it wasn't really cold, so I would think it was like maybe around like the end of the school season or something like that. But I'm shocked that no one called the cops. And the cops in Embro, they're fucking bastards, dude. They fuck with everybody. So I don't know how one of them didn't drive by and bust it up. But me and this dude threw down in this park. I think, and I'm not exaggerating, I swear to God, you can ask this dude, Chucky, anybody that's watching this, if they remember, comment or something and verify this story because it's hard to believe. But I believe we fought for an hour and a half. I really believe it was an hour and a half. I know it was no less than an hour. So me and this dude fought for an hour and a half. I beat the fucking shit out of this fucking dude. I had him on the ground. I was soccer kicking his head, punting his head like a football. I think I broke my foot kicking him so hard in his freaking head. And he just would keep getting up and just keep friggin' coming, you know. And I wrestle him, I take him down, pound him, kick him in the head. He'd fight his way up, boom, boom, boom. I'd punch him some more, get him on the ground, kick him in his head. I broke my hands, I broke my foot, and you know, we're just fighting so long, man. I don't know how I didn't kill the fucking guy. And finally, we're both just standing up. You know, there was a lot of circling because, you know, you get tired fighting that long. And finally, after we both just kind of conceded, you know, like you just want to call it a draw, you want to just call it quits. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. And you know, after you fight someone for that long, you gain some respect for them. And I said, you want to go back to the pizza place that we just left? And I said, I'll buy some pizza and we can eat pizza. You know, we're both bloody as fuck. We're all bloody. I don't know, freaking, we probably just wiped it on our clothes. And we went back to the pizza shop and I bought a large pizza and freaking ate pizza with his fucking ass. So that's probably the toughest dude outside the ring that I ever fought. We fought for, I believe it was closer to an hour and a half, but I guarantee, I know it was over an hour. You can ask anybody that was there. Chucky Bizarro, I know a lot of people know who he is around here. Message him and they're like, oh man, did Dan Swift really fight a dude for like an hour and a half? He's going to be like, yeah. And he knows the guy because he's good friends with the dude. He always remembers his name and I can't ever remember the dude's name. So that's those are my toughest fights in and out of the cage.